feels great to be a Sonic fan, doesn't it? You know, you're having good games, you're getting a movie coming out soon. What could go wrong? I'm not here to tell you anything, to be fair. I just want to ask you, what could go wrong? Well, I was bored one day and I stumbled across this video by D3 Entertainment, top 10 hottest female Sonic characters. Okay, so this is what Gooners like to do in their free time. But anyway, we're gonna dive through this. Let's not waste any more time. This is really important. We have to. Now, as this is an extremely delicate and very sensitive subject, let's not waste any more time. Let's dive right into this.
Sonic the Hedgehog, one of the greatest and most attractive characters ever thought up.
You're gay! He's gay!
Bro, you can't be a guy and starting out your video like this, bro. Come on, be serious.
He can run at sound speed, take out enemies in a flash, and best of all, he's blue-colored and knows how to handle the females. Speaking of females, the Sonic universe might also be classified as Hot Chick Heaven.
Hot Chick Heaven! So we found out that Sonic's blue and can handle females because he got the speed like that. This might be the greatest video that I have come to watch, and we're not even a minute into it yet.
And since Valentine's Day is around the corner, I've been inspired to make a top 10 list of the most beautiful female Sonic characters. Grab yourself a snack and a glass of orange juice, and try not to reach through the screen because
I don't like orange juice, if I'll be honest with you. But on this exception, we don't have orange juice. So I might have some trouble reaching to the screen like Bugs Bunny, but we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this.
here we go!
Also, like how he just showed himself running at top speed. You know, this ain't sped up or nothing. He really ran that. I can attest to this. I was the cameraman.
Who chases and hugs Sonic all the time and wields a powerful hammer? Why, it's Amy Rose, of course. Though more of a cutie than a hottie, you can't deny the fact that she's still attractive.
Isn't Amy like 13? But okay, I'll see what he says. Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt.
Two things that make her attractive are the fact that she wears a dress, and when have you ever seen three big, very smooth arcs of hair sticking out of a person's forehead? I haven't. So, once again, Amy Rose is lovely. That is, until she goes berserk and starts hitting stuff with her hammer.
Okay, so we're gonna have to dissect this down properly. Now, I'm not a player, I'm just a coach, but he talked about her looks instead of her actual character. Now, this was before, you know, they made a whole, you know, reshifting her personality. They rewrote her, how she used to act and stuff. So this when she was still crazy over Sonic. But if a shorty's crazy over you, but to literally physically abuse you just so you can be with her, you shouldn't look over her looks. Like she might look nice, but you can't overlook that part of her personality. Because the craziness, maybe when you're dating for like 1 week, 2 weeks, it's hot. After that, you never know where it could go. So that's what I'm going to say. Again, I'm just a coach. I'm not a player of the game. This is meant to be about Sonic. Why am I talking about relationship advice? I'm not the kind of guy.
Who's at number 9? It's this alien plant girl from a distant planet, Cosmo from Sonic X.
Who?
She arrived on the character's planet to deliver a message saying that the galaxy was under attack by a force called the Metarex. She doesn't do much except tell people to stop fighting and focus on the real matter at hand. The real reason she lands at the number 9 spot is that she becomes Miles Tails Prower's sweetheart, something Tails needed for a long while.
I love how just like,
Yeah, Tails needed her, guys. He really needed her. Oh my gosh.
now let's look at this personality that he just described. Again, I've not watched Sonic X fully, so I don't know how she acts, but from what he's saying, she's very passive, you know. She doesn't like to get too much in the way of like drama or beefs. She likes to, you know, be the peacemaker. That's something that's really important in a relationship, you know. Someone that's not gonna, you know, bring your energies too high, you know. Someone that can just, you know, keep you calm, you know. Not all the time, of course. Sometimes you're gonna have to, you know, let out that masculine urge in you. But someone that can just, you know, lower down your tempo, you know, make sure that your head's still screwed on straight. Someone like that.
Numero 8. Cream the Rabbit's mother, Vanilla.
Now, Vanilla can get it in GTA.
What really surprises me about her is that the leader of Team Chaotix, Vector the Crocodile, falls in love with her.
That just means Vector's got that swag. You just need that swag. But you know, let's let him finish before I dive into this one.
She's another character that doesn't do much, but in a Season 3 episode of Sonic X, she helps Chris Thorndike get into space to fight the Metarex along with Sonic and friends.
See, she's got the motherly attributes to her. And on top of that, she likes guys with swag. So you need good fashion sense. Now, of course, she's a MILF, so she's not going to be too picky about, you know, options. As long as you treat her nicely and she treat her daughter nicely as well, that's essentially what you're going to be seeing with this one.
What number's next?
5.
7, of course. Wave the Swallow from Sonic Riders. People always root for the good guys, but sometimes the bad guys steal the show. Her mechanical IQ is equal to Tails. She also happens to be the smartest member of the Babylon Rose. I wonder why she isn't the leader. Like Jet the Hawk and Storm the Albatross, her specialty is riding the airboards called Extreme Gear. With 2 very long and smooth feathers extending from her head to her calves and droopy eyes, Wave will rock your socks. If only we could see her take wing.
God damn. Okay, I didn't expect that ending, if I'll be honest with you. But what did he say that's important? Smart. However, is not afraid to, take a step back and let the other members lead. Or essentially, let you lead. And she can also ride a skateboard. Or a hoverboard. I'm trying my best, but I don't know what this video is like. Like, he's not really explaining anything that's attractive about him. Just kind of like, oh, she got long feathers. She got a nice beak. So she's a must grab for the homies. Like, I don't get it. But we're gonna move on regardless.
Numero 6. To call the Echidna from Sonic Adventure 1.
Putting some of you lot to shame, yeah? See this, multilingual. It's first Spanish, then French. Step your game up, fellas. You're better than that.
Named after an ancient Mayan city of the same name, Tikal is the daughter of Chief Pachacamac. She's yet another character that hardly does a thing, except beg her father to stop being so greedy. She also traps herself inside the Master Emerald so that the water god Chaos doesn't rain terror upon the land.
No, see, you're missing out very important parts of her from Sonic Adventure 1. She's outside all the time. Now, granted, she's not outside for no reason. She's outside, she's got things to do. But I mean, she's barely gonna have time to see you, because she's too busy trying to keep the world in order. You have to understand that with these kind of females, they're always gonna be outside, their business, they're hustlers, they're entrepreneurs. But they're not gonna have enough time to see you personally. You have to understand that, you have to. And she's the daughter of a CEO. She's the daughter of the chief of the village. She's got things that she needs to be doing, and it's probably not gonna be things that need to see you. So guys, if you come across this kind of female, it's best to just, keep her at a distance. If you're ready for that kind of relationship, that kind of, commitment, then go for it. But it just might not be best to benefit you.
Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5!
Yeah. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop. We can count as well, buddy. Relax, man. We can count as well.
Mina Mongoose from the Sonic Archie comics.
She looks so ugly, my guy. Like, I'm not even talking about how I'm talking about, like, the design. Like, yo, the Archie comics, that's one thing I need to stop this real quick. The thing I don't get about the Archie comics, the art style is just too inconsistent. Like, you have some art that looks like this, and then some art that looks like this. I think this is probably Ken Penner's, but that's probably one of the reasons I don't really read the comics, especially the Archie ones, is because the art style changes so much. It's just, like, very inconsistent. Like, I feel like that kind of reflects how the story's going to be. If the art style's inconsistent, chances are the story going to be too. Now, I did read a bit of the IDW and it was okay, but it's just not for me. The Amazing Spider-Man comics from 1963. That's what I'm focused on. Even though I'm on, like, issue 60. But
how could you go wrong with a girl who looks like this?
you could go very wrong with a girl that looks like that, my guy.
And she went from being a freedom fighter to being a pop star singer. Next to Princess Sally, she looks more humanoid than the other characters.
Not at all, my guy. Not at all.
Who could top someone who has long mauve hair?
Yeah, well, I don't have an analogy for this one, but the long hair, most girls have long hair.
This female standing at number 4, Blaze the Cat. One word, pyrokinesis. How would you like to have that superpower? I mean, Blaze could play around in the Himalayas for hours and she would be perfectly fine.
I think Blaze is probably like the most consistent character in terms of like how she acts. Of course, all of them still act as close as they did when they were first introduced into the series, but like Blaze hasn't really changed that much. I mean, she's not really appeared that much, but she's not changed that much. As for the powers, I don't really care about the psychokinesis. What is psychokinesis anyway? The supposed ability to move objects by mental effort alone. Now, I'm not really a fan of that power. Just give me like mind reading or something, and I'll be perfectly fine.
Also, her 45-degree ponytail makes her look like a Native American.
All right, 45 degree. We start getting specifics of the characters. It's kind of weird. 45-degree ponytail. Do we need to know that?
I really love the fact that her love interest is the telekinetic hedgehog Silver.
Is that her love interest? You know, I felt like they were more like brother and sister. Like, she kind of cared for him, but not in that way. That's not what I've personally seen. Now, that's kind of my judgment. If that's the case, then I don't know. Leave a comment down below.
But what really lands Blaze in the number 4 spot is that her attitude is apparently more different from the other females.
In what sense? What I will say is Blaze is very direct. Where there's something that she needs to tell you, she'll tell you. But she's also not someone that likes to speak too much. Now, if you like women that don't like speaking as much as, you know, most others, you know, they're not loud mouths, and this would be a perfect type for you. I don't mind, you know, you can speak, you know. I'm not against you speaking, you know. But I'm not someone that likes to talk a lot myself, even though I do make YouTube videos. I'm not someone that likes to talk a lot myself. So yeah, yo, if you could just get some like Netflix, some pizza, some Domino's, and like a Sprite, we're locked in for life.
Next up is number 3. What's better than having a female with cascading quills? How about a female with cascading quills and hair?
What are these designs? You see what I'm talking about when it comes to the inconsistency of these designs? Like, what is this? What is this? Why are the eyes so big? Oh my days. Imagine that was in a game, bro. That would be freaky as hell.
She's smart, knows exactly what to do as a freedom fighter, and even trained Amy once. She's also the girl of Knuckles' dreams. Lucky him.
See, you be trying to go for everyone's love interest, bro. Focus on your own. Like, there's 8 billion people in the world, and probably half of them are females, bro. Go for ones that you know, aren't being checked by someone else that you know, bro. Focus on yourself, you know.
Her older self in the series, Mobius, X years later, is just downright hot. Just look at that long ponytail. Now we're talking.
Now we're talking. And then when people say they want their quills long, I think of this. You know, stuff like this is kind of crazy. Again, like I said, hair's hair. I think longer hair is more of a burden though, so you might want to, you know, be careful with that.
Number 1, 2, button my shoe.
3, 4, open the door. See, now we're getting to know each other now.
Princess Sally Acorn. There's a lot to say about this character. She's the heir to the throne, Sonic's first official romance, the only character that used to not wear clothes.
She's rich, walks around naked. What more can you ask for? Oh man. This guy's a gold digger.
Brave and athletic, the most humanoid character, and is like a mother to Tails. In the TV show Sonic Sat AM, one freedom fighter, the cowardly Antoine, constantly tries to woo Sally but doesn't succeed because he's a coward.
It's so interesting seeing like early YouTube videos because like you can see like he's just recording from like his laptop or whatever.
The princess is also a semi-perfect example of an excellent love interest.
Sally Romantic Interest 3. Were you watching 1 and 2 as well? Is that your favorite film? I feel like everyone had this kind of period in their lives where they were looking at like, you know, videos like this. Not necessarily these two, just you know, anybody. Don't lie. We all had it.
The princess is also a semi-perfect example of an excellent love interest, although there were a couple of times when she really snapped and acted like a lunatic. In the comics, that is. But overall, Sally Acorn really stands out amongst the slew of females, not just because she's Sonic's first official love interest, or because she's the only one who didn't wear clothes.
See, now, if your female's walking around with no clothes, or very minimal clothes, I don't know if you like that, but come on. Kids roam this earth. Let's you know, let's dress appropriately here.
But because in the comics, she grew very long hair.
This guy just has a hair fetish, it seems, because I feel like a lot of what he said has to do with people's hair, you know, their quills. And it's okay if you have that, but, you know, like I said, hair is hair. But what I will say is that with this type of female, she may have all the right attributes, but there's just that one thing that's always going to be jarring about her that you might not be able to overlook. Now, he kept saying about the clothes and stuff, and that's a very strong one. Also the fact that, and he didn't mention this, she slapped Sonic. I remember that comic. She slapped him. I don't remember why, but she slapped him. Editor's note, I've just found out why Sally slapped Sonic. So apparently Sonic was spent a year trying to save the world and stuff like that. And Sally was like,
What's more important, stopping badniks or being with me?
yo, this girl is toxic. Now, if your girl does that to you, leave her. Okay, so now that we've gone from 10 to 2, there's only one person left. I feel like I know who it is. You probably know who it is. Let's not waste more time. Mr. D3 Entertainment, hit us with it.
This is the #1 hottest Sonic the Hedgehog female character.
Alright, wait to hear us with the bombshell. But what is this pan up, pan down type of montage showing us, you know, her body? Like, yo, this is not MTV. Just talk about it, bro. We get it, just talk about it.
Rouge the Bat. If anybody denies it, how dare you?
How dare you? How dare you? You silly little gooner, how dare you? Yeah, I'm looking at you. Bro, come on.
This woman can fly, she's as strong as Knuckles, and is a femme fatale seducing other characters into getting what she wants.
Not anymore. That don't run today. Not anymore, buddy.
Thanks, Big Blue. That's the first time I've ever been stolen.
Boring.
I can handle this alone. You keep track of Mephiles.
Instead of having one love interest, she has two, Knuckles and Shadow the Hedgehog.
Because she's a slut. But like I said with the Blaze one, it's probably just more of a brother type thing with, you know, Shadow. And then the Knuckles one is probably just more like friends, you know, frenemies, more say.
Being a treasure thief, she's only interested in one object set, jewels, especially the Chaos Emeralds.
If it goes a robber, don't date her. Because when she's done robbing other people, who is the next person she's going to rob? Think about it, my brothers. Think about it, my brothers.
There actually have been situations where Rouge's cleavage has been exposed, but it eventually got censored. What a price to pay.
And that's just the media going too woke. They don't like it. They don't like, you know, girls being natural in their bodies. They don't like it. That's a crazy censorship, though. I can't lie. They needed to do that because, oh my days.
I think the best part about this beauty is that she wears 3 different outfits unlike the other female characters. And who wouldn't want to fly across the landscape, be as strong as Shawn Johnson, and flirt with any male anytime, anywhere?
I don't think most girls want that.
These 3 traits make Rouge the Bat triumph over all of the Sonic the Hedgehog females. My hat goes off to you, Sonic Team USA. You ought to be proud.
Goddamn. See, Sonic Team, they did this for you. They did this for you. They cooked up this treasure trove of attractive females for you, my guy. You succeeded. So hats off to you instead. You deserve this.
There you have it, folks. Those were the hottest female chicks in the Sonic universe. I hope you enjoyed it. Happy Valentine's Day, and I'll see you later. Here we go!
Hood classic. Hood classic right here. Hood classic. Hats off to you, Dylan Guptill, wherever you are. Just know the Sonic fanbase salutes you. You're a hero in these streets. A true hero. So that was that video. Turns out this guy's actually made a couple of other videos, such as Road Blasters, Pitfall, The Mayan Adventure Critique, and Car in the Sky Glitch, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 3. So he still does make videos. His last video was literally a month ago. So, you know, whatever you're doing, Ryan Guptill, I hope you're doing just fine. The bizarre untold tale of Dylan Guptill. Maybe I take that back. But let's see what the comments would say about this. My absolute favorite part of this video is just 9% of the entries are him just saying the character has hair, and that's pretty hot. That's what I'm saying. She's attractive and is the size of an average human mother. This video is the GOAT. Her 45-degree ponytail makes her look like a Native American. Bro, I didn't even clock that. This is easily my top 10 favorite videos ever made. His weird obsession with hair, overuse of the word female, and notable quotes like, "What a price to pay! Look at that ponytail! Now we're talking!" If only we could see her take wing. Every line and frame is absolutely perfect. Well, that was that video. Fellas, just know, I had no reason to make this video. I didn't know what I was supposed to say in this video. I just kind of found it interesting. You know, I found it, I watched like 10 seconds and clicked off. But yeah, hopefully you found my insight onto, you know, female nature, quote unquote specifically. And hopefully you found my commentary, you know, interesting, you know. Do I know why I made this video? No. But hopefully we had a good laugh. And, you know, we dived into this treasure trove of a video. I'm going to go and talk about my top 10 favorite Mario enemies that are attractive. Take care.
Just say,